Boy, does it feel nice to be back on this screen again. So, I put out a little bit of a poll as to which Pokemon game to stream next after, what happened with Leaf Green. We shall not speak of what happened with Leaf Green ever again. And, it mostly came down to either Black and White or Colosseum, and Colosseum won out. There's a reason I have two versions of Colosseum. I think this is the right one. Also, yeah, one of the the benefits of having a flippy drive, I'm able to play ROM hacks on console. We're not going to be doing that nowadays, though I imagine as a result XG might also be in the cards, or whatever other various GameCube-oriented ROM hacks I could potentially find. Anyways. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're on the right thing. Okay. So, I suppose at the very least I'm playing this, I have more time to figure out how to set up the touchscreen on my perfectly normal, legal, and still functioning Nintendo DS, which it definitely doesn't have a top screen, which completely borked. Let's do this. Nintendo. No-tendo. My ears. I forgot how loud this can get, but even still... Oh, this is really taking me back. Maybe if I had smaller... Hush you. Anyways, welcome to my second ever Pokemon game. Yeah, there's no file on this one because I got a new memory card, so... Guess we're just gonna have to start a new adventure. So yeah... Needless to say, a little bit of a jump up from going from Sapphire to this. As a result, obviously, with regards to the Pokemon available, I was a little bit, I don't want to say alienated, but just more so confused than anything, because look, over here we got Pokemon I'm familiar with Blaziken and Latios, and then over here it's just like, whose fluffing cat is this? The renders are sliding onto frame. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Anyways, let's just get started. Let's obviously... I'm gonna keep it in stereo, and we're gonna turn Rumble off, because I don't think there's much of a need for it. There we go. Save these settings to the memory card. I'm just thinking we could potentially do Battle now. Obviously, we can't do Colosseum Battle yet, because we don't have a team, but regardless, let's just start the story mode from the beginning. I'll just say before we start, love this menu theme. I know it's used throughout various parts of the game, but... Oh, I still love it. About to mug people for the Pokemon. Gosh, we don't know that yet. First, we need to put up our names in the cardinal directions. Wes, Seth, Thomas, I'm sure that's a cardinal direction. We're just gonna go with the traditional, though. The Banu that comes when people call its name. The most silly, edgy Pokemon protagonist in the series. Yeah, Skarmory's pretty edgy. He's got, like, swords for wings. Well, I gotta imagine what exactly are they all drinking in those, like, glass beakers? It can't be alcohol, right? Oh, look at this. Definitely the hero with no, like, dubious moral background. Boss is out here committing explosives. Whilst Espeon just waits politely in the car. It's like, why is Espeon just sort of sat there? It's like, he's not even like the getaway driver. He's just sort of sat there just like, well, I'm just here, I get, oh, that's loud. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen as a result of us doing that. As Skarmory follows us onto the horizon. Who base boosted my GameCube? Yeah, it does seem pretty loud. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Because I didn't realize, especially compared to Ocarina of Time, I was like, Jesus, this is loud. Alright, just give me a little sec here. Jesus takes me back as well. Just gonna casually... Gonna have to resort to the volume controls for this, I believe. As we just take in this, brings back memories? Oh, heck yeah. Obviously this brings back memories, so... Just gonna bring that down to about... I'm gonna bring that down to half. Does that sound acceptable to you? We just sort of, do it around here. Wish Evie stayed just in the psycho, but did you get your party? Just... That is a shit, because probably back in my day my memory card corrected and heard this tune it. Oh. My condolences, Val. Somehow, even for the longest time, my memory cards didn't corrupt. At least for the most part. They did occasionally, but not to an egregious extent. I mean, they still work, I think. I haven't really checked. Mostly because I got my brand new memory card with an SD card in it, so it's like, why would I need it? Anyways, let's have a look at our team here. Because obviously, back in my day, I was used to just playing Sapphire, so I was mostly familiar with the Hoendex, vaguely familiar with some of the Kanto Pokemon, so immediately it's just like... Looking at our two starters, it's like, Mom! There's some weird fluffy cats in my team that look like Grandma! Okay, so Quiet Nature... It's not ideal, but workable. Brave, not ideal, but could be worse. I mean, it's not like Umbreon is known for speed, so... One thing that is also kind of annoying is that there's no move relearner here, so you can't teach Umbreon Helping Hand. I feel if it got Helping Hand, then it would generally get more use in this game. We're gonna be keeping the both of them on the team, though, just for the sake of it. Yeah, it just seems weird that Espeon is the one that gets Helping Hand and Umbreon doesn't. Anyways. Something squirming in the sack. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with things squirming in sacks. I'll just not go into much detail with that. Kind of funky that they just have an open top out here in the desert. Like, you'd expect perhaps, you know, doors and a roof to prevent sand from going in your face. I mean, especially given, shall refrain. Yeah, you better refrain. Because I will just say this much about, us working, on the shed outside. We've been working on the shed recently, since the weather's been quite dry, most of the dirt we've been working with is basically just, like, dust. So it's like you dig up, you shovel up the dust, and it just spools out everywhere, into your face, into your eyes, up your nose. It's just... It's not pleasant, and sand is worse in that aspect. No, it's not, it's fine. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Anyways. These two look oddly suspicious. Also gonna have to remember how I voiced them. Well, we pigged out, eh? I love chilling down after a job. It adds to the flavor, I swear. I mean... I will agree with that. Yeah, we bagged ourselves a great catch, too. But also be sure to fix us up good big rewards, too. It don't get no better than this. Allow me to just teleport to the side of the car as we drive. I mean, I'm very still wearing glasses, but, wow, look at that hover technology. Who's this like, oh, hey, Jill. Howdy, Jill. Fancy running into you here. We're just, getting started on, Pokemon Fantasy 7. It makes sense later. Anyways, let's go into, the train. I am wondering if there's actual, establishments out there which are just made out of old trains. I mean, there's probably one which I'm not aware of over in England, but it's not one I'm aware of. Anyways, let's go in. I get to practice my cursed voice.
Authorities have made a stunning announcement about the mysterious building that exploded in Echo Canyon. It was Team Snackham's hideout. Team Snackham is a gang of Pokemon abductors that have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as a result of the explosion. By the time police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually.
Yeah, sure it will. Anyways, let's talk with the, Hey, do you know about Team Snag'em? No. A bunch of heartless crooks that roll Pokemon from trainers without any hesitation. They use something called a snag ball to catch Pokemon from the rightful trainer in battle. I'm guessing that you're a trainer. You best be careful. Oh, haven't seen your face around these parts. A traveler, huh? Eh, not that it matters any. I don't know where you might come from, but relax. Stick around for a while. You know, this is something that I never actually noticed as a kid, playing this game so many years ago. What exactly are those drinks on the shelves? Does this game actually have alcohol in it? In which case, let me just find the recipe again. It's like I looked this up a little bit earlier. Just want to make sure I got the details for it right. You know, when you're asking for the bar, you want to be suave, you want to be sophisticated. You want to act like you know what you're doing. So let's see. I'll take 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Lily Blanc, shake it up very well over ice, and then add a thin slice of lemon peel. You got it? Close enough. Yeah, I'm guessing they don't serve, how old am I supposed to be anyways? It's high quality orange juice and Capri Sun. Alright, let's just talk to, you know, I don't quite understand what happened having your hideout blow up on you. Crime doesn't pay, I guess. I live a crime-free life, so nothing's gonna blow up on me. At least until they make your existence a crime.
There's no forgiving that Team Snag'em. They don't deserve it when they steal Pokemon from trainers. Why, I'd give a hip hip hooray if they were wiped out with their wrecked hideout.
West is apparently around 70. Interrupting, because I know allegedly there was supposed to be a manga of this game, right? I'm not sure if that was... Oh, I just realized they got a jukebox here. Let's put... Damage, you can't select the tunes. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to hear it. Oh, the massive grinding gears over here. Definitely an interesting choice to add to the ambiance. Probably just covers up the noise for all the bar fights. You're a Pokemon trainer too, aren't you? I suppose you could call me one. I can tell and you're good. I can see it in your eyes. I bet your Pokemon are impressive too. If the opportunity ever arises, I'd like to have a battle with you. But I don't have any chance of hitting you. I mean, it's a very humble opinion coming from a guy with that hair. Well, it looks as though there's not much else for us to do around here. Also, I guess pink shirts are just in fashion over here in war. Alright, let's head on out. Yo, wait up! I know this is not the correct accent of this, but I couldn't help. Hey, my name's Willie. After I got a good look at you, well, I got this urge to battle you. It's like you're compelled to. And the way I look at it, it's obvious you're no ordinary Joe. So what you say? Let's you and me have a quick battle. Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Wes says with the $40 haircut. Yeah, that's the spirit. Alright, over there this way. And obviously I had to give him the Scottish accent given his name's Willie. Yeah, I'm burning now, I'm on fire. It's full throttle time. Vroom, vroom, let's roll. Oh, and I love this soundtrack as well. And jeez, it still sounds loud. He's out here with the 2 Zigzagoons. How can I possibly surmount this heinous obstacle put in front of me? Like 2 Zigzagoons? It's like 2 Pokemon I'm actually familiar with, as opposed to these weird fluffing cats on my team. Now here's the kicker. Umbreon doesn't have a single move. I mean, I guess Taunt works for Umbreon, but generally speaking, Umbreon doesn't necessarily have much you can really do here. I guess we'll just go for Secret Power, in which case. I mean, obviously, Espeon's just going to be holding all the weight. As much as I've... Mostly just from what I've heard from the speedruns of this game. Yes, people somehow speedrun Pokemon games. Basically, their entire team just comprises of Espeon and another Pokemon, which will be maybe looking into shortly. Also, I find that adorable. He just runs through his legs. It's just like, look at all this detail they put into Pokemon interactions compared to Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield. That being said, though, a small issue which I do have with these games, especially. I mean, it's a little bit more egregious in Battle Revolution compared to the Game Boy, the GBA games. The pacing of battles is a lot slower. Zigzagoon ring zigzag. Yeah, it's almost like it's part of the name. It does zigzags a lot. He's trying to avoid snipers.
Wait, dude, I still need seasoning.
Oh, look. I just noticed those insane sideburns he has as well.
But yeah, you're tough. Real tough. You're at a number on us. Yeah, I know. Why not test your skills in Phoenix City? It's out west of here. You'll find trainers are way better than me there. You should go out there and get some battling in.
Well, I don't see why not. Yeah, just every single music track in this game. Top notch in my view. Also, just let me know if the game's still a little bit too loud. I can turn it down a little bit more. A gorgeous jewel of a town that overflows with water in a forbidding desert. Apparently, our giant motorcycle is powered by rocket fuel. I'll just take a sip of water since we're out here.
Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. Yeah, you say, but this won't stop squirming. Makes it tough to hold on. Okay, settle down in there. Just be quiet for a little while longer. Help! Someone let me out! Kidnappers! That Tenkin didn't keep a yap shut. Hey, quit your shouting! Oh, dread to that punk here. There, all that? Since you overheard us, we don't have any choice. Blame it on your own bad luck.
Again, very interesting choice of attire to be out here in the desert. Folly. And once again, we are introduced... Jeez, that's loud. Once again, we are introduced to the absolute Scrabble bag that is this game's naming convention to trainers. We've only scratched the surface here, but I can assure you it gets worse. Also, wow. 2 Whismers. You look ready to take on Rayquaza with those 2. It's like twice the power of Zinnia. Iconic battle theme? Oh, definitely. It would be nice, though. I think this is more prevalent for Gale of Darkness compared to this game, but I would definitely appreciate hearing a little bit more variety in battle themes with regards to the Pokemon games. I don't think it's as much of an issue with something like Scarvi, but it's just, especially going back to some of the older games, it's like only a single battle theme. Gets a little bit grating after a bit. You know, just, it would be nice to have a little bit of variety, like, instead of 1 battle theme, one at like 3, which randomly cycle between a lot of them. A whopping level 27. You know what I think about it? It's like, compared to something like Fire Red Leaf Green, the amount of levels that you have to get in order to beat the level seems significantly less compared to that game, where it's like, you're around in fairly certain level 55 to 60 for the final boss, as opposed to, it's like you start from 20 and go to 55 to 60, whereas obviously in Fire Red Leaf Green you start at level 5 and have to go to 60. Found Sword and Shield's battle theme's my favorite in this series, and I don't think I've actually heard that much of that one. Again, I never played Sword and Shield.
Yeah, you're tougher than you look. You took out my Whismer. You ain't no ordinary trainer, are you? Huh? Wait a sec. That face. Might you be Team Snag'ems? What? What's going on out here? Eek! Somebody! Robbers! They're robbers! You be quiet. We're no robbers. We're kidnappers. Get it? Kidnappers! What, you dingbat? Don't shut off your mouth. Don't get all happy just on account of wearing this one. Next time we meet, I'll trash your Pokemon, you and all.
I'm gonna trash your hairstyle.
Oh, yuck, there's someone inside there.
This is tied good and tight. Can you believe those people? What a horrible thing to do. Well, this ain't any of my business.
Please, we need your help.
Fine, if you insist. If you insist. The sack's mouth is firmly closed with a tightly knotted rope. Undo the knots. I am a dingbat. Yes, I know, Knife, and we're talking about the characters in the game. Undo the knot. Tugged hard on the tightly knotted rope. The knot gradually loosened, keeping the sack's mouth closed.
Blech. Ew, thank goodness, I'm saved. Where is this? Where do those two bring me? This is Fanax City, the opulent city of water. This person's safe from those thugs.
The way he battled those goons, it was truly superb. I wish you could have seen it. Oh yeah, get used to hearing this a lot. This was back in 2004 when that word had a different connotation. This game was written in the old tongue. It's Pound World Misty, as I used to call her as a kid. Are you saying that all redheads look the same to you, Bex, eh? Tusk tusk.
Oh, is that so? Thank you, and you are? Oh, so your name's Stent. I'm...
So, which name are we gonna go with here? Place your bets. Bets taken here. Nervous blush, tee-hee. Tee-hee. It's gonna become like my next catchphrase after Ocarina of Time's done. Just tee-hee. So we could go with another name. Actually, you know what? Just for that comment, Bexe, congratulations. You've just been drafted.
My name's Bexe. I'm sure glad to I met you. I was in the neighboring town when those two grabbed me. Oh, those guys, did they use a peculiar Pokemon?
I say just that I'm the gimmick for... Yeah, this is what you get. Peculiar Pokemon? No, they looked ordinary to me. What do you mean by peculiar Pokemon?
Oh, no. No, that's fine then. Well, it's easy to see something's on your mind. You should go see our mayor for his advice. He's a very kindly person. I'm sure he'll be able to help you somehow. The mayor's house is near the Fountain Square past here. Just go up the stairs from the square and it's on your left. The mayor? Yes, that's true. The mayor might know something. Hey, Stant, I know I'm imposing, but I don't have anyone else that I can turn to. Please, can I get you to escort me for a while?
You mean for the rest of the game? It's cool to see your inclusion in the classic. Be careful what you wish for. You know, I got other places that really need to be. I'm sure you can handle yourself just fine.
Oh, but those men might come back. Please, can you get your stick?
Fine, if you insist. You said no, so you mean yes. I keep making that same joke with regards to choices that aren't really choices. I'm gonna have to play Xenoblade X at some point now. Form an orderly queue for signings.
Thank you, Stan. I thought you might say that. Eventually. If you're with me, Stan, it won't matter if those guys come back again. Thank you. Thanks for joining me for a while.
Rek'Sai became a partner for the rest of the game. You better attend the rest of these streams at Xenoblade. Yeah, I remember it being a good time at the very least. I didn't get the Steam port, the Switch port for it though. Anyways, let's have a look around this beautiful city. I don't know those goons again from the town. He said it again. Yeah, again, it really was super nice stepping into this town and immediately seeing, oh, it's a whole bunch of Pokemon I'm familiar with here. Like, look at this, it's Cast Form. I remember Cast Form. Show up as much as I can. And hey, it's Meryl. You remember Meryl, right? Meryl's here. Everybody loves Meryl. And let's see who else is in here. Look at the aesthetic of this place. Oh yeah. This this whole town really really sort of ignited, for lack of a better term, my love for sort of water features. You know, waterways and sort of buildings and whatnot. Like, I'm fairly certain I've shared, like, yeah, good old Peekaboo. I'm fairly certain I've showcased photos of holiday trips to center parks in the server, and a lot of the village centers in those have waterways. And I'm fairly certain the one which we want to say it was Long Lead, the one which we did earlier in the year. That one was the one which they inexplicably just had a whole bunch of koi in. Like, I have no idea why. It's just like, oh yeah, we just have koi in here, so it's just... You know, it's just like the samurai gardens I visited back in Tokyo. Except not really, it was like minnows in comparison. Wait, oh hey, Chiel.
Oh, you traveling? Oh, I envy you. Is there a journey to become an expert trainer or a quest to meet Pokemon? Either way, you make me jealous.
I feel as though I'm starting to get up there a little bit. The improvements are coming far and fast. Aquatic Capital from Rider Zero to Law. Oh yeah, Aquatic Capital really was just chef's kiss. Anyways, let's go into the shop. So travel, you should stock up on supplies at the shop there. I recommend it. After all, it's my well, anyway, the shop is the best reputation around these parts. Probably because it's the only shop around these parts. Look at that.
Oh, boo, I keep getting figures I don't want. John, you want the one?
It's like even back in 2004, we had gotcha capsules. I'm fairly certain this region is supposed to be based on Phoenix, Arizona, by the way. And we got gotcha machines here. I never did quite figure out what these are supposed to be as a kid, I think. Still wish you got to see the origin. Yeah, that would have been amazing. Like, even if it was just like an animated mini-series, that would have been sweet.
I don't have Pokemon of my own yet, but I come here every day. I have all sorts of Pokemon merchandise. It's cool.
Also gotta wonder what these giant Pokeball labeled cans are supposed to be. I always assumed there was like the Pokemon equivalent of cat food. You know, like they sort of have in the anime. Also, what is this? What is this thing on the wall? Is this like action figures or something? I'm guessing this is mostly just essentials. Anyways, let's see what you got here. So we got potions, antidotes, well, we already seem kind of low on potions. In fact, I don't think we necessarily need to stock them on items just yet. They were kind enough to stock up on them for me already. Watch as I burn for all of them immediately. All sleeping battle. It doesn't get cheaper. Yeah, it's just like, immediately they're pointing out, yeah, there's basically no point to using awakenings in this game because the call function just acts as a free awakening. So in which sense, easy money. They have Cinderace action figures. Oh, decade time. I mean, I'm fairly certain I mean, these look kind of like action figures, although it's kind of difficult to tell. I mean, maybe this one's like a V... Actually, from what I'm understanding, these look like eggs. These look like Pokemon eggs. So they just sell them in the store? You just get Pokemon eggs from Pokemon Store? Is that where we're going with this? Also, yeah, I'm guessing your best choice for figures is just, the insane amount of just gotcha machines here. It's like, we got, like, 6 here. And then just 9 gotcha machines throughout the entire store. I'm fairly certain we didn't even have this many Woolworths back in the day. Alright, let's see what you got. Okay, so, the X items, which might actually be useful here. I know all the yeah. So, this may be a bit of a cheeky thing, but it's something I want to showcase at the very least. So I'm gonna buy a couple of X specials. There is some logic behind this. It's like, given this is all battles, this is like the one time where I can see X items actually being justifiable to use. Once it's one of the gotcha machines in Bandai Store, I got like 3 Kirby's. I mean, realistically, I don't really tend to do gotcha machines nowadays, because I am admittedly vehemently against gambling. Like, I mean, whether it's digitally or physically, I've just been majorly turned off from gambling over the years. In most ways, shape, or form, aside from when it's funny, like what happened in Leaf Green. But I did admittedly try out at least a couple of the gotcha machines while I was in Japan. Mostly the one in the Kyoto Nintendo store. It was the one which had those like Nintendo controller keychains. I got a GameCube C-Stick. And I was like, I would be happy with either the C-Stick or the GameCube face buttons. And I got the C-Stick. One little experience, bring back a little something from the store. I mean, I guess that's the sort of charm of it, right? Just not so much the gambling aspect, but the souvenir aspect. It's just that drive to just try and collect all of them. Or, you know, just rob the entire store and then just sell them up on eBay for extortionate amounts of money. Yep, got the good old C-stick. Fairly soon, it's just sat in my cabinet next to the Rollsay plush. Anyways, let's go visit the mayor finally. Riku! Guess you're a traveling trainer. I like what I see in your expression. I have a feeling I may see you again somewhere. Well, gee, that guy definitely didn't look, villainous at all. And fairly soon I also got a Shadow Fiend keychain whilst, at the Shibuya Sega store. You know, alongside, a couple of Sonic and Shadow statues and a Shadow plush. You know, Shadow was a big thing in the Shibuya store at that time. This is like, just as Crossworld was coming out. Anyways. Look at that. Even more super potions. Alright, fine, let's head in here. Hopefully that suspicious-looking man, doesn't have any ties to the mayor whatsoever. He was just here. It's like, and the business they call this foreshadowing. Still love how goofy this music is. Ah, you must be travelers. Welcome to Fenax City. I am Escade the Mayor. Now, you wanted to see me. Is there something that I may be able to assist you with? Oh, and what may I do for a pretty young lady like you?
I saw it!
Saw it? And what did you see?
I saw a peculiar Pokemon. No, that's not quite right. What I saw was a Pokemon that gave off the black aura. It was like a fighting machine. And that Pokemon would attack people.
Oh my! Pokemon like a fighting machine and attacks people? Now if that were true, that would be truly frightening. However, it is a little hard to believe.
It's true, Mr. Mayor. Because I saw that Pokemon, I was made the prisoner of some frightening men until just a little while ago.
I see. I understand. I will order an investigation at once. Let me just casually put it to the bottom of my to-do list. It was on roids. Japan is because Sonic is in Britain, but yeah, I know that at the very least, but it was cool at the very least there was one dedicated store for it in Shibuya. It's like, we were up there, we were looking around the Pokemon Center with the Mewtwo statue before they took it down, and the Nintendo store, and they just saw the Sega store out of the corner of my eye, and immediately made a beeline for it, because it's just like, we've been to basically every Pokemon Center up to that point, aside from the one in Hiroshima, because it was shut. So it's like at that point, I had assumed I'd already gotten all the stuff that I wanted, and then I'd proceed to get even more plushies afterwards. And a cabinet to house them all.
You will? Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, no, there's no need for thanks. We mustn't allow thugs to do as they wish, especially thugs that endanger a pretty young lady like you. I'll ask that you give me a little time on this matter. I promise we'll get some useful information for you. Oh yes, you appear to be Pokemon trainers yourself. Well, one of us is. We do love the plushies. I should probably take, like, a picture of just my, my entire, like, plushie shelving unit at some point. Can't remember if I already did, though. I mean, it's not completely full to the room with plushie, because I've had to make room for other stuff like the GameCube and the subwoofer and, and my, I would say power stick, it's more of a power block than Mayor hitting on me. Apparently. If so, I have urged you to visit our city's pride and joy, our Pokemon Stadium. It's a breathtakingly beautiful stadium befitting our Oasis City. Well, if you say so, Sterling. Hey, the news is on again.
This is a repeat of an earlier news story. A Team Snaggen member was arrested after being found at the Echo Canyon after the Snaggen hideout explosion. During interrogation, the Snaggen member revealed that the explosion was a result of a clash between Snaggen members. The explosion apparently destroyed the snag machine used for stealing Pokemon. However, it is said only the large snag machine was destroyed. The small portable snag machine appears to have been taken by the Team Snaggen member that blew up the Snaggen hideout.
Just, Wes here, just, steam just rising from his collar a little bit. Just like, let's just get out of here real quick. It was probably nothing.
Large house is the mayor's home. If something concerns you while you're traveling, you should visit the mayor for his advice.
I love how this game has the most early 2000s idea of what futuristic widescreen TV will look like. I mean, obviously the one in the Krabby Club is the more egregious example of just being the size of a table, but, I mean, this one doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's the stand, obviously, but, I mean, it is pretty flat for a CRT, right? I mean, I do go... Actually, obviously the Krabby Club isn't in this game, but I do gotta wonder, what exactly was playing on the Krabby Club TV most of the time, aside from the news? Was it like... What exactly is the Pokemon equivalent of Sky Sports, you reckon? I mean, probably just, Galar region gym battles. Do you know? Oh. They said Team Snaggle's planet was blown up. Who could have done such a thing? Just steam slowly rising from Wes's overly sized collar. Galarian Stadium matches. I'm starting to think maybe I need to stream Sword and Shield at some point. Because I can't help but imagine, you know, for the Galarian gym battles, what must the equivalent of the football chants be like? What is the equivalent? What is the Pokemon equivalent of what do we think of Tottenham? That's what I want to know. Well, here we are.
Isn't the City Stadium amazing? Oh, I wish I could battle at a stadium as fabulous as this one. Welcome to Fenix Stadium. This is where we register trainers for challenges. However, the current challenge has already started, so we're no longer accepting trainers for this challenge. Please come back and enter the next challenge.
Damn it, we can't have anything in Fennec. You're legally required to call a score, but... I mean, if I do play Sword and Shield, that's... I mean, to be fair, I do have a couple of shiny Cinderaces in my... back in Scarby, so... Just give it a sec. Do you have a preferred gender for them?
Hey, Stem, we finally found you, filthy double-crossing traitor. Reckon the hideout wasn't good enough for you, eh? So you had to rip off the snag machine you got, Subnoive. Who are these people, huh? Are they Team Snag'em? And what do they mean by traitor? Stent, you don't mean... That's right, pretty lady. He's from Team Snag'em, just like us.
Okay, that's fine. You know, you gotta account for that 87.5%, right?
He's from Team Snag'em, just like us. He's no ordinary member, he's a snagger.
As opposed to a snatcher. No, they just swipe up wizards for the Dark Wizard V.
He's the best in Team Snag'em at snagging Pokemon without fail.
Except when he does fail because catch rates exist.
No way, is this true?
More or less.
Oh, so it is true. That's a little shocking.
Only a little. You know, it's just like, oh, my savior was a hardened criminal. This is like this is like moral ambiguity at its peak.
Hey, Stan, come on, end it over. Get back the snake machine ripped off from the hideout.
Switch just blew up and okay. Yes, I'm guessing we're still getting some technical difficulties.
Snag machine? Stan, do you really have something like that? The snag machine's built to trainers. When a trainer puts on the snag machine, the Pokeballs are converted. Ordinary Pokeballs turn to snag balls like it's no Pokemon when a trainer's in battle. Hey, you blabbermouth, keep that stuff secret. Oh, I get it. So that's why these creeps are chasing after you. Creeps? What do you mean by creeps? God, this is getting us nowhere. If you won't give it up willingly, we'll take it back by force.
Bring it on, you Lobot-looking clones. What exactly are those things supposed to be on the back of their heads anyways? Is that supposed to be like their hair? I always assumed it was just like some weird fashion accessory. It just makes them look like Lobot from Star Wars. I think it's the website. Okay. Gotta love those technical difficulties. One day we will get a stream where there's no technical difficulties. But today is not this day. The day is not this day. Man, it's so nice to see Corphish again. You know, just... It's like, I don't tend to use Corphish all that often, but it's just nice to see him, you know? Looks like some kind of weird kind of has... Oh, thanks again, Vexay. I mean... You're under no obligation to do that, but I appreciate it regardless. Come on, Corfish. It's good to see you, buddy. What do you get? Vice Grip. There it is. I mean, I suppose that's the best he can really do, considering Crab Hammer is still a special move in this game. You know, I can imagine for a lot of people coming back to these older games after, at the very least, Gen 4 is kind of jarring, because you're still under the impression that, you know, Crab Hammer is a physical move, Shadow Ball, for instance, is a special move, that sort of thing. Oof. Really seems like we're getting up there in levels. Also, I should probably be starting to make use of Espion's Reflect at some point. I mean, we don't need to now, it's just something to keep in mind for later. No, am I not good enough? Oh, yeah, it's good old Walken. I'm sure we'll be seeing him around at some point in the future. You know, give it like 5 years.
Yeah, blast you, Seb, but don't think this is over. We're gonna get that snake machine back, just you wait. Well, what do you know, Stent? So you are from Team Snag'em. Oh, right. To be accurate, I should say former Team Snag'em. It's okay, Stent. It doesn't matter to me who you are. After all, you're my gallant prince who saved me when I was in trouble.
This doesn't seem canonical.
So it doesn't matter. Besides, I thought up something after listening to those creeps. Listen, Stent, we should go shopping for some Pokeballs.
Indeed, how sweet indeed. But alright, we may as well go to the shop, see if they sell Pokeballs. I'm just thinking as well, those boots she's wearing. I'm fairly certain I've seen ones like those before in 14. I think they're like from the online store. Again, I don't quite remember. I think it was like the Starlight boots or something. I'm just reminded of those. They look nice. Okay, so, nope, just X items. We already got those. Okay, so I'm guessing you were supposed to not come to the shop before. I have a similar pair. I see. I mean, I suppose... Yeah, in 14. Yeah, I suppose speaking of boots, I, did have a pair that I was using, to help with shed work. Just an old pair that I found, under my bed. They were a pain to get on, and just as much of a pain to get off. To the point where I tried just, pushing them off with my other foot, as I tend to do with my shoes, and it just completely ripped the sole off. So it's just, a killed pair of shoes until we can super glue them back together. I mean, if we super glue them back together, anyways. Yeah, no monster balls. I mean, to be fair, we did find an extra pair for me to use throughout the rest of the day, so, it's fine. I just, got myself a nice bit of sunburn as a byproduct, but all is well. Yep, no monster balls here. Old Souls Pokeballs around these balls. That's common knowledge. If a guy runs out, scoops down, used to some before, we have to keep that a secret. You say out here in the middle, what exactly is this table for, do you reckon? And, you know, in the middle, it's like you don't tend to see these tables in the middle of the shop, do you? I have some steel toe caps I use for outdoor. I'm fairly certain I do have some steel toe caps lying around somewhere. I used them whilst doing bakery stuff in college. I'm gonna have to dig them out again at some point. They kick with some force. I mean, I could certainly imagine, especially coming from you. Okie doke, outskirts stand. I mean, I'm fairly certain even to this day they're like still got flour on them. Alright, back to outskirts stand. Don't mind me, Willa, just passing through. Yeah, it's... We've seen a lot of history, just, been sat at the back of the book. Listen, pal, you intend to travel some more, you might want to stock up supplies here.
Hi, can I ask you something? Don't you sell any Pokeballs?
Oh, Pokeballs, you say? There's no call for those things around these parts. Where'd I put them now? Oh yeah, they are a little dusty, I'm afraid, but otherwise perfectly usable. The bike The bike is so... Yeah, I love the bike too. It's just a shame that the one in Gale of Darkness is such a downgrade by comparison. Just, you know, generic futuristic scooter as opposed to, you know, massive V12. Well, since I found them, I will just pull them out of the rest of my merchandise. Need some more? Well, how about buying them from me? Obviously, we're going to be buying a fair... I mean, technically speaking, I don't need to buy that many, but I'm going to do so anyway. We'll go with 15. Actually, we'll just go with 10. 10 seems reasonable. And then we'll just go for a couple more full heals, I reckon. It's looking good. Alright, well, here we go. Now, here comes the big question, really. Because, admittedly, with this game, there is a little bit of an exploit with regards to the items in this game. No Premier Ball, bad sir. What's a Premier Ball? What do you mean, what's a Premier Ball? I mean, to be fair, I'm fairly certain you only get Premier Balls whilst buying Pokeballs in the earlier games.
Oh, it's you two. There's something terrible's happening. A whole lot of scary men came here. I think I even saw those two creeps who took off in the truck earlier.
Well, we better go and check it out. I will say, though, I did always quite like the water effects in this game. Because I think I haven't seen water effects as good since Halo 3. Anyways, it's time to meet the best character. Let's see if I can get the voice right. Master Mirabita! It's him! The one that took the coil from us!
Oh, now aren't you boys frightfully pathetic? You mean to tell you were better about these darling infants? Darling, didn't you say your name was Sten or something? I so don't like saying this, but we're not at liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. That sweet young thing, she could see things the ordinary people aren't supposed to see. Oh, that will just not do for what we plan to do. No, it just won't do at all. But if you don't like pain, then most people you can avoid the pain by keeping your nose out of places it needn't be. Boys? Oh, boys?
Yes, we will.
Boys, I shall make my return to power right now. Do remember I'll be waiting for you to return with a little lady. I want to make myself clear. I won't accept failure from you again, boys. Let the music spin. Let's get it on.
I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. The B stands for the ball. Yeah, his catchphrase is flop it. Break out the good. Sorry, Val, the guitars aren't in this game. You, the last time you caught me off guard, that ain't gonna happen again. Well, I guess we're going for the rematch. And I guess now is a good opportunity to showcase off, I just realized I probably should have... Actually, hold up a second. Now is the time that we start messing around with items. And I can showcase off the item glitch, so... For this, we're just going to use an X special... Oh. I think I fluffed it. I think for this, I'm gonna want Espeon as my lead. Mayor's house got... Yeah. Time Lord technology. It's like the... I mean, to be fair, this does, surmise a lot of houses in the Pokemon universe. Where apparently the inside of every house is just a pocket dimension. You know, unless you're Legends of, then you don't exist at all. The doors are just painted on. Yo, let's try Helping Hand whilst we're here. I want to check this out, because I at least want to pull this off once. It's part of the speed run, don't you know? Okie doke. So I'm looking up some a little speedrun guide. So RNG manip is required. You gotta love it. So I just love looking at looking at the speedrun guide I found. It's just like in big bold brackets and highlight it just says deposit Umbreon, which obviously I'm not gonna do. I just find it funny. Just like, you know, just sell one silver potion, one antidote, your awakenings, your bird heals, your ice heals, buy 34x specials. Ah, blast, I got tripped up again. Let's see, to be fair, at least this house is battle arena like Gen 6 onwards, where you just fight inside the void. I mean, yeah, but also from what I've heard, that's worse in Gen 8. My turn now, and I'm gonna let up like Folly. I keep going with just the standard gangster voice for every single villain in this game. To get used to it. Oh, he's actually going with some somewhat tough Pokemon now. It's like we got Duskull and Spinarak. Ooh, a Book type. I mean, to be fair, it is Spinarak, so we should be fine. Just gotta absolutely nuke him. And oh, level 30. That's a pretty tough boy.
Stan, it's that one. It's that Pokemon. Those jerks catch me because I saw that Pokemon. I can see a black aura coming from it. They must have done something to that Pokemon.
Oh, with the force of the truck. You know, this is my guilty pleasure Pokemon Gen. I guess I can kind of respect that.
Stan, be careful. This Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people. I know, Stan. I hate to say this. There's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please, you have to. You can. Actually, only you can do it.
This girl can see the... Yes, she is our Shadow Monitor from Gale of Dark. Yes, Bexay has magical powers. She can see into the hearts of Pokemon and see only the void. The four kings are living inside this Makuhita. Just like in Kingdom Hearts. I think we... You know what? Yeah, let's just go for the return. It's fine. You know, just chip away at it until it's lower down, and then we can get to catching. And I can showcase off the exploits. Because I at the very least know how to do it with Ultra Balls. They're like the heart of my Lockney, then all my Raichu, nothing can to be found there. Oh no! He's going for his crit build. Let's be funny. Let's be funny. This is probably gonna bite me in the butt, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's see what you got. Tee-hee, Snatch actually works for once. It's like, I think you've had enough focus energies for the day, sir. Let's get you home to your vehicle. So, exploit. Essentially, you with your first Pokemon, you select the Pokeball you use to catch the Pokemon. Then, with your second Pokemon, you swap items, and then you just attack like normal. And then we shall see if we still have 10 Great Balls after this turn is over, assuming that this doesn't catch. I mean, it is kind of funny, really. I'm guessing there is some sort of methodology to the speedrun, but for a casual playthrough at least, it doesn't seem like there's any real reason to buy Pokeballs.
What? My Pokemon? Damn it, but you're good. You snagged my Pokemon. Hey, what are you saying? You ain't supposed to be impressed. Oh man, what are we supposed to do? I got flattened again. Oh, Mirabee's gonna chew us out.
Actually, is it Mirabee or Myrabee? Because, I mean, it's Mira when it's 2 R's, right? But Myra just sounds wrong.
Wait, do. What is there to do?
Run away!
Yes, you did it, Stit! You snagged that Pokemon from that goon! I'm sure there's others like it. Let's get them all back from the bad guys.
All 48 of them. Yeah, you know, it's just like one down, 47 to go. Noose.
We just received breaking news. According to the arrested Snagger member, the smaller snag machine is compact enough to be carried by a single person. Wearing this machine transforms ordinary Pokeballs into snag balls. Snag Ball is an alarming device. It can actually steal Pokemon from their trainers. It is hoped that the missing Snagger machine will not be used for criminal purposes again.
Well, lucky we're the ones who happen to have it, right? So, we're unable to leave Fanak into snag balls. So, we are unable to leave Fanak without fighting one of these three trainers. Now, I did put out a poll as to which one we would fight beforehand, and this brand of snack machine action replay. That's the original model. So I think for this, yeah, I did put out a poll for this, but unfortunately it ended in a draw because for some reason all the polls I put out in the server ended in draws. So I guess we're just going to go for a coin flip. Let me just bring up. Let's see, Windows Cap. I don't have Windows Capture in this stream format. Just give me a sec. I'm just gonna have to widen the screen a little bit. Wow, look at that! Look at all that empty space. Okay, back to normal. Now, that being said, I don't think this thing is just. Actually, I think it's just the border which I'm looking at. Never mind. Anyways, just allow me to set this up real quick. It's a little bit fiddly with just how small the scroll bar is. Okay, there we go. Properties. Okay, we're good. So let's see how this looks. Good enough. Okay, we're just gonna flip a coin. So heads, we're gonna go green. Tails, we're gonna go red. Let the shackles be shackled. Okay, flip coin. It's heads, so I guess we're going green. This is definitely going to be a very interesting run. Very suboptimal, but hey. Since when were we worried about being optimal, eh? If you want to be optimal, watch a speed run. This is not that, so we're just going to casually mosey on right next to this guy. Sorry to break it to you, but I ain't about to let you pass. But do you have this idea that you can take me to battle? Well, yeah. Who's gonna beat me? You are? Don't be crying out regret later. Verde. Seems very threatening, and it's him! It's my favorite failure from Legend Zah! He's back! It's like it feels like every single opportunity I get a choice to use a Johto Star. It's just gonna be Bailey for now. That's gonna be the meme now. We're gonna go for the meme pick.
Oh, Stamp, there's a Pokemon with a black aura!
I see it! And now it's all within my reach. Also, really do quite like the Cypher Beyond music as well. Just look, you wanting guitars, Val? Here's your guitars. Like now you can tell the point is serious. Awkward, it's not his fault. It is kind of a shame though, because this game, and I suppose to lesson extent Gale of Darkness, have and of course you get paralyzed. But anyways, yeah. I do find it funny that this game and Gale of Darkness to lesson extent have arguably my favorite variation of the Quilava, Specifically the Quilava shiny, because for some reason, the flames on shiny Quilava in this game are green. I'm gonna have to... Probably gonna have to bring up the window again once this Actually, since this turn is going, I'll probably bring the picture up. I want to showcase off shiny Quilava here for a brief second here, so bear with me. Oh, that basically did no damage. Good. Okay. Does Umbreon have such a strong... Why does Umbreon look like such a scrunkle in this gem? Because it's using the Stadium 2 model for him. Okay, I think I found a... Unfortunately, it's on Reddit, but it'll have to do. Behold, my favorite version of shiny Quilava. There he is. He's red with the green flames. This... I don't know, just in terms of color combination, I think that works quite well. I mean, I think it looks pretty damn cool at the very least. Again, using the Stadium 2 model, though. I mean, now that I think about it, I'm not sure the shiny Quilava in Stadium 2 even has this this coloration. I think it's more just sort of going for the purple. That's standard gold and silver Quilava is. I do kind of miss that shiny as well. Just seems like a missed opportunity to have... It's like a shiny variant of the Fire-type Pokemon, and you don't have the flames be a different color. It's also an issue with Pokemon like Blaziken, and I suppose to less extinct Charizard, but it's like, at the very least, they somewhat rectified that with... Oh, Helping Hand. You know what? Bluff it, we ball. We still have 10 Great Balls. Yeah, just let me know if you'd rather I not use this exploit throughout the rest of the game, because it is quite a potent one. Obviously, it's not in Gale of Darkness, but it basically kind of trivializes the experiences, like, especially once you get the Master Ball, then the entire game is basically trivialized by that point. It's funny. I mean, yeah, but still. Okay, there we go, we get Bayleaf. Damn, not even strong enough to take out a Spoink. Espeon really is slowing down. You know what? Helping Hand. Damn it, it didn't work. Would have been funny if it worked. Hey, Ginger, we were just catching, seemingly my new favorite Pokemon now. Or at least the one which I keep getting lumped with. Mostly due to my own hubris. Good old Bayleaf. And that being said, I am glad at the very least Mega Meganium seems to be at least somewhat decent. It's like a solar beam user that you can use on rain teams. It's pretty cool.
What was that strange Pokemon? What was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it?
Dad, that's a Pokemon we turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to its heart.
No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to that poor Pokemon's heart?
Close the door to its heart. Just wish I liked the design. What, of Meg... I mean, I suppose with regards to the design of Mega Meganium, it's sort of what I would have expected, but... Again, I suppose that could be said for a lot of the Mega Evolutions in Legends are, especially Starmie. Knowing that's not gonna help... Knowing that's not gonna help you do anything.
Oh, I know. When I was little, I heard about that. They say if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can gradually be reopened by battling together with it. Alright, Stan, let's go. Those guys are probably headed for the Pyrite Town. After all, it was in Pyrite Town where they captured me. Hope it's going well. I mean, so far, we've been having a bit of a laugh, and, oh yeah, we got our first hold item, which I'm fairly certain for the most part we're gonna keep on Meganium. We get the good old Miracle Seed, which we cannot use. Okay, so we got Guts on Makihita. That could be funny. You know, just try to find a means of getting burn on it. That could be fun. Also, I'm fairly certain if we just keep it in the party, we can basically just get free Hariyama. Which is neat, because I haven't really used Hariyama in a Pokemon game for a long time, and I think it's high time we rectify that. Because I'm gonna be honest,
I don't really have a set idea for what the team is going to be. Just the fact that at some point we're going to need a fire type because half our team now is weak to bug. That could present a bit of a problem. I mean, then again, I'm fairly certain bug types still aren't that great, at least until we get to the very end, which, yeah, we're definitely going to need a fire type. I may have an idea as to which fire type I want to use, but at the same time, I'm kind of apprehensive against it. We'll get there. Once again, more anonymous subs. Who are you people? They keep turning up in my house. But I'm sleeping. I mean, much appreciated once again, but at the same time, I'm just confused. Anyways, construction lots. This isn't Pyrite Town. Gotta say, that is a mighty impressive tower over there. I can't wait to do virtual reality Pokemon battles in there or something. Thanks for the chips and soda, but who are you Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm wondering. Whoa there, this is a construction site. That ain't a safe place to be. This ain't no place for tourists if it's go on scram. Hey, yep, it's been a mighty long time. I can't recall when it was that I was last at home. But we're just about done here. All that's left is to clean the site and we're done. And to presumably unlock the doors. Nice to see that they got propane and propane accessories here. I just realized. Sector 7's... No, we haven't got to the Sector 7 slums yet. Ah, I've been working hard, I have. Let me tell you, making this here huge tower is one massive job. It's hard to imagine even for me. Y'all come back and visit when we're all done here. There'll be a Colosseum on top of the tower. Amazing stuff. I can certainly imagine. Alright then, let's, The construction site for an impressive tower, which will have a Colosseum on the top floor. There it is. Get ready with the finger snaps. I'm gonna have to whip my fingers for this a little bit. Not sure if you could hear that. Oh, Mr. Johnson, give a man a break here. I keep telling you I don't know anything. That better be true, Kale. If you're trying to con me, I'll know about it. Mr. Johnson, sir, I wouldn't even think about lying to you. You gotta believe me, right? Alright, fine. I'll let you off easy today. See ya. Look at him with his fancy conductor hat. What a nitwit. Of course I've got a thing to tell yous. Again, the Dr. Pez medley for this game, also fantastic. Especially, I mean, this song in general is just chef's kiss. So many tracks in this game are so iconic. What are you looking at? I haven't seen your faces around these parts. What are you, tourists? You don't want to get hooked, you should get lost in quick. They'll go to your health. Alright, let's have a little look around the joint whilst we're here. You will call Fatine the mother of Pyrite. Not to be confused with Fantina, her sister. Her ability as a fortune teller is highly regarded. But just a while ago, she even determined when my wife is living since she left me. my wife's leaving me! My dad didn't get off at 6 AM. He was a fluffy minor. Are you a tourist? Who's up at 6 AM? My wife's leaving me.
Find what you seek. It's an object, a person, or luck. Welcome to Fatine's fortune-telling chamber. I am Fatine. If a problem ever clouds your brow, you shall come to me. Basically, she's the one telling you where you need to go next. Whatever your problem may be, my fortune-telling shall lead to the solution.
I want you to tell my fortune. Okay, I guess you're busy telling this guy his wife is leaving him. I mean, it's like one of those jokes that I keep making. It's just so funny to see it actually in this game. I mean, it is sad, but at the same time, for some reason I keep finding it funny. Well, I'm sorry, Chief, there's trouble afoot. You see, Chief, there's talk of thugs that have been witnessed using strange Pokemon. Eh, Chief? You're not the Chief. I beg your pardon. I'm here, Johnson. That story isn't new. I've heard about it over and over already. Oh, Chief, there you are. You're such a kidder. Ha ha ha. Bounced off. It's rough. Yeah, I imagine that's how that happens with most people. I'm Johnson. I'm the law around here. It's my job to uphold the peace in this town. My name's Charles. I'm the chief police in this town. You two travelers? I see. Well, wherever you are now, it'd be best you were to get out of town as soon as possible. This town's descended into a state of lawless chaos. Couldn't guarantee your safety if everything were to happen. No, you don't understand. It's just, peaceful but slightly fiery. It's just, peaceful but slightly fiery order. It's just a matter of perspective, don't you know? You know, it's not please ignore all the fires going on right behind me. There's no chaos here. It's not unruly in the slightest. Appears to be criminal case files. Oh, that's cute. They got little plants here. Okay, at the very least now we're in the this. I would say the Section 7 slums, but it's a little bit too bright for that. But you can definitely tell, I think, with this area specifically, you can really tell this game's art style was really inspired by Final Fantasy VII. What? Not you two again? Listen, you gotta promise, don't tell me rewinding it, okay? After we blow our last chance, we can go back, so we're throwing ourselves in for stealing that truck, and here we are. Staying here will be safe, hehe. You know, at least until, Mirror B makes a phone call to have you both shanked in there in the process of 2 minutes. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Just be... I don't remember the lyrics for that one. Just be prepared for a pleasant trip. Just pick yourself up and dust yourself off and start all over again. Lined with books on Pokemon. Ah, so I guess this old couple moved out in the 5 years.
Are you trying to tell me something? But I don't need anything. You're making me very uncomfortable. Please leave. Our town's already had its history. It's a rough town. All these muscle-bound roughnecks about. There's no surprise. When Duking was in charge, wasn't any of his lawlessness that you see today. Let's come over, Duking.
Really makes you wonder. The name's Duking. I run the Colosseum here. If you want to enter a battle, go to the Colosseum's receptionist. But if you excuse me, I'm busy.
I'm not like that. Nothing's better than I need. There's nothing special on the bookshelf.
Ooh, what's this behind the bookshelf?
No, there's nothing special.
What bookshelf? Seems like a nice place to live. What, you mean this dank cave? With wooden tables which definitely aren't about to rot?
That's why, Marcia. We gotta do something. We gotta somehow snag them from those criminals. Ah, you startled me. How did you get in here? That's where my little brother's supposed to be on lookout. Am I sitting anything but chat? I'm so bored. I want to play Hoose. Are you Papa's friends? I'm Marcia. I'm pleased to meet you. But sorry, we're busy. We're talking about something that's quite important. Please come listen and play with us some other time.
Alright, just be sure to be looking after these tables while you're... Also, what are they drinking? Are the kids getting into the limoncello? I don't know, it's just the color of the drink just reminds me of limoncello. Why these kids get alcohol? Exactly. Duking, how much more are you gonna take from Mirror B and his stooges? They're using you in the Colosseum. What is the matter with you? Have they sucked the spirit right out of you? Where'd your dignity and pride go? So you just clam up. I've lost faith in you.
And then running around with Silver.
Oh, of course it's Silver.
He's Duke's friend. He's really angry. He's a little scary.
Dio from FF7 is washed. Sorry, but I'm busy. You'll have to excuse me. Well then, let's get a move on. Oh hey, there's a stop here. Just it's only a matter of time before the age succumbs. Also, I do quite like that little hologram there. It's like the sort of thing where in another game you move over it and certain aspects of your character model just disappear. Stop. Exactly, S-hop. Let's see what they have in the S-hop. Oh, just more we got more gacha capsules, but only 3 of them. Potions, paralyzed heals, all sorts of stuff. We're looking at the money. Well, I guess it don't matter. I don't got any Pokemon anyways. That is a good point now to think about it. It's like, where do these people go to get groceries? None of these look like groceries to me. Where do people buy food in this game? Are they just supposed to eat the Pokemon cat food out of the tins? I mean, I imagine that getting a hold of vegetables is pretty difficult given this desert town, but it's like, what exactly is the food situation in this game? They all eat the yeah, that's what I was hoping against.
You would offer 10 potions. You offer 10 potions for $10 yen. Would you want them? Oh, a deal that good. I keep it to myself.
You. All right, let's see what they got in the Pokemon. So, damn, this early in the game, we're already getting hyper potions. I mean, obviously we don't need them at the moment, but it's good to keep a note of. And revives as well. Let's get some revives. I'm assuming they have to ship in stuff from friendly Pokemon from the closest region. I'm guessing there was expect there'll be, I mean, probably Unova, but given the events of Gale of Darkness and the SS Libra, that didn't have any Gen 5 Pokemon on it at all. I mean, granted they didn't exist yet, but really makes you think. Anyway, I don't think we need to stop here, but yeah, we got technically speaking hard mode Pokemon here, where the Pokemon centers actually cost you money. It's a mere 100 yen a night. Next time you need to stay a night? Yeah, I don't need to stay the night at the moment. Oh boy, that was a good sleep. I must have slept all through for all of last week. I was so exhausted from the tower construction job. Apparently some fabulously rich guy had the tower, but it's amazing stuff. What, you mean Greevil? I mean, I'm guessing that was the case, considering he's very rich. I'm spoiling all the stuff for Gale for the sequel game. Oh no!
It was a long time ago when duking was the man empire, but now that right out there weird Mirror B and his stooges heard all of their town. What's so special with that Mirror B guy?
Well, I'm mostly just here to try and loot the place for items. Also, you really gotta love how gaudy the decor is. Just, it really is like I'm inside Red Dwarf again. You know, except for the badly painted suns on the wall and all the it's mostly just the rust, mostly.
Okay, Tackle. No, don't get confused.
That's me whenever I'm doing a battle in this game. Okay, so there's no items in here. Let's move on to let's fight this guy. Yo, your outfit's kind of weird, but you're trained too, ain't you? Good, that's okay. I'll teach you one of the few rules this town has. Here we have street battles rather than exchanging greetings. Oh, that's fine. It just means I get more experience for the Bailey from Makuhita. Let's see how they fare in a fight. I mean, obviously they only have one move, but it's bound to be a honking good move. Because Shadow Rush is, let's just say, interesting. Oh wow, Makuhita's going down quite quickly. Look at that. Yeah, Shadow Rush. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more boring compared to Gale of Darkness, where it's a typeless move, doesn't do any damage. It's basically typeless takedown, I believe. You know, 90 damage, recoil. A little bit more boring compared to the Shadow moves. Honestly, it's just one of those things where I've sort of accepted at this point where Gale of Darkness part and parcel is just better than Colosseum, but I still have a fair bit of fondness for this game. You know, it's just a lot more interesting with its shadow mechanics, even though there's one particular mechanic in this game which I kind of wish they kept over in Gale of Darkness, though I imagine that with how shadow moves worked, might have been a little bit too much. We'll see once it crops up, though. You know, if it crops up. I mean, I will say though, Shadow Rush is definitely definitely packed quite the punch. I think this game has better aesthetics and vibes. The Gale of Darkness has improved gameplay. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Oh, we're already getting hyper mode. Damn. Okay, so hyper mode has a fair bit more interesting nuance to its mechanics compared to Gale of Darkness' reverse mode, where you aren't allowed to use items on it. It acts up when you use any other move except Shadow Rush, but Shadow Rush, on the other hand, gets a 95% crit rate, I'm pretty certain. Which obviously with Focus Energy you can bump it up to 100, so it's like guaranteed crits. What's not to like? And obviously Bailiff's a pretty bad example of using that, but oh no, you can growl as much as you like. You can't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. Well, Bailiff is at the very least. Yeah, that's sort of what I mean when I say that Colosseum-style hyper mode may have been a bit too much for Gale of Darkness. Just given all the shadow moves are super effective against everything except other shadow Pokemon, putting a 95% crit rate on top of that, I can imagine them thinking that's a little overkill. Well, better than me. Trip myself up, but you ain't bad at all. Your Pokemon are tops too. It's in your eyes just like us. It's easy to see. Yeah, just give me a sec. I need to use all my potions. Fortunately, Bayleaf can no longer heal. Observe. It won't take an item. He's just gonna keep fighting until he dies.
Stand. It was here in this square that I saw that strange Pokemon. I tried to leave town afterwards, and that's when those creeps grabbed me. We should be careful. Even at the best of times, there's nothing normal about this town.
You're looking for a battle with me? That's too funny. Come to me as if your life depended on it. It's like, oh no, we're actually gonna get into a Pokemon battle where if you lose, the trainer dies. We're doing Pokemon Creepy Black now. Jeez, those sideburns just go on for ages. It's like, and there's not even sideburns, there's just straight up mutton chops. It's worse than me. Because, I do... Not sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Funny enough, if my hair grows out a little bit too much, I do tend to get a fair bit of mutton chops to the point where I often get jokingly compared to Hugh Jackman. Let me out, I'm all for him. Well, on your head be it, I suppose. I'm just gonna, let's swap into Espion. No, Umbreon. Umbreon actually is probably the best pick. Bunverine. I mean, apparently. I mean, obviously not as handsome, but I think you get the point. And of course, you hit me with the confuse when I don't want it. Don't want it. Man, you got... You know, it's one of those things where I kind of feel as though I have to use Delcatty in a play for at least once. You know, I know how bad it is, but I just want to showcase the nature of it, you know? I'm kind of tempted to use Secret Power. Let's see how it goes. Guys, I don't want to try using Stab on Mischievous. It seems like a bad play. I'm kind of just nervous about damaging this thing in general now. You know, just given the sheer amount of power behind my Shadow Rushes. And this is just on Bayleaf. This is just on a Pokemon with not a high attack stat. It's just absolutely going to town. Unfortunately, unlike in Gale of Darkness, I don't think you can snap Pokemon out of confusion by using the call function. In saying that, I'm fairly certain that given Call also acts as an X accuracy in Gale of Darkness, you could essentially just use it as a means of... Oh, damn, that's a lot of... That's... Bailey's hanging in there. Come on, Umbreon, you can attack... You can attack at least once. As a treat. Let's get Markovita back in here. You know, gets a little bit more of its shadow gauge down. Heart gauge, I mean. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Umbreon. You can use a move eventually. Damn! Yeah, this is not good. I think I'm gonna have to resort to switching to Espeon here. Come on, Umbreon. You can do it. You can land a hit. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Sorry, Espeon, I'm sorry. I mean, that being said, this Mischievous does pack quite a wallop. I was thinking I actually did kind of want to use Mischievous in this playthrough, mostly just because it's the only ghost type in the game, and the game isn't really suited for... And of course it doesn't affect Mischievous. You know what, I'm just gonna start chucking. I'm just gonna start chucking. Fluff it, we ball. Again, just let me know if you'd rather not see me do the exploits. It doesn't generally feel right. I mean, obviously, I only need to get maybe 5 of these, but you know, it's just in case I slip up at some point. You know. Think it's not a big deal? Well, if you say so. If you're insisting on it, this music sounds like it's from Sonic Chronicles. No, it does not sound like from Chronicles. It's actually, the music's actually finished. Maybe you had Master Ball? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, because you can get a Master Ball in this game. What happened to your chest while it was gone? Oh, I was just showcasing how people tend to use it as bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Yeah, I think this may be one of the issues where the exploits won't even work, because obviously we need 2 Pokemon. We're gonna take a pit. No, you won't. No, you won't. There, is that better? Look what you... Yeah, you should be ashamed. Yeah, this Mischievous definitely packs a punch. There we go, finally snapped out of confusion. Just enough for us to one-hit KO this Mischievous. Never mind, I guess. I guess we could just go for another... Like, oh boy, I was just joking about the fact of having a Pokemon constantly suffering from confusion, and lo and behold, here I am dying from confusion. I think this may be the point where we actually just do straight up die. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna straight up die as a result of not up, of just a result of this confusion. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to catch. Unfortunately, we only have 1 Pokemon, so we can't use the exploits. That's the drawback. So I guess just keeping some Great Balls in reserve was the play after all. One. You're really gonna be that sort, eh? You're really gonna do this to me. Alright then, which is... Can you catch me with your oversized... I mean, I can't make any promises. I mean, I can't exactly make any promises if I can't even catch this Mischievous. You know? Okay. We're in I was gonna say we're in prime catching range, but, then that happened. Isn't that a trainer zone? Yes! Welcome to the main mechanic of the game. This is how we get new party members. We steal them. Alright, last chance. 1, 2, 3. And thus we die a painful death on the streets of Pyrite Town. Thus we die horribly and in pain as we bleed out in the street. At the very least, I don't think we lose money. And we're at the and we're already back at Outskirts Stand. How much money do we have? Oh yeah, that's another thing. I do quite like how the PDA looks in this game. Just how it just constantly folds out. And just all these different screens on it. You should have let me fight him. I mean, you're open to fight him next time. Let's try that again. This time, we're gonna put Estrion and Umbreon in the lead. It seems like a smarter thing to, you know, give them some actual experience. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have a look see how you can do the X special exploits, because I want to showcase that off as well. I mean, I think you can do it with most items. I think it's mostly just used with X special because it's part of a speed run. We'll start with this one guy on the left, though. He seems less... This is cool square. If you crying kids, no, they better shut up. This is where roughnecks gather. So how about it? You want to battle with me? Excellent. Like a man who can come to a quick decision. Let's have it out. It's so Nova. It's so Nova. Just looking at some of the speedruns, it is funny to think, oh, Plusle is part of the speedrun. We'll get to Plusle later, I'm sure. Oh. Okay, Noctowl. I was kind of worried that we'd have to go with Ledippa there. You know, everybody's favorite Pokemon. Ledippa. Break out the Cyberpunk 2077 slang. At least I'm guessing that's what you mean. Is like that's you really did go out of your way to abbreviate Cyberpunk there. It's like, hey, don't abbreviate Cyberpunk and put you on the list. I'm wondering if there's gonna be a part like that in Yakuza 0 once we get to it. You know, just the equivalent of that Hank scene. I mean, I don't doubt it. Taking zero risks. Better to be safe, I suppose. Oh, yeah, it's Wingull. It's good to see you, buddy. How have you been? Yeah, we're just contending with this guy spamming, you know, just casually just spamming Reflect at us. Hopefully you've been doing alright. Just trying to whittle you down, so hopefully we can actually catch you. Unfortunately, this means we missed out on that particularly powerful Misdreavus, but eh. What can you do? Alright, perfect opportunity for me to use Reflect, I'm realizing. It's like, compared to Misdreavus, this fight is going much smoother. It's like, gee, I wonder why. It's almost as though Noctowl isn't that good. Look at that, indestructible. Noctowl is just memeing at this point. I mean, definitely feels like it. I mean, he has Reflect, so I can imagine, Let's try a snatch. Yeah, so I'm perched on nothing. Yeah, he just does that. He's just chill like that. Oh, and of course he has hypnosis. I guess that's the main reason you'd want to use Noctowl, really. Just for the sake of having hypnosis. I mean, it's definitely an enticing draw. Alright, let's see let's see what happens when let's see if Mike will one-hit kill it once I have a helping hand under my belt. Never mind. Let's try that again, shall we? It's like, even at this point, we're seeing issues with Umbreon's speed control. Oh, damn. That could have been disastrous, but thankfully, it wasn't. So glad that that didn't... Like, you only had to do slightly less damage, and that would have, slightly more damage, and that would have been disastrous, but whatever. Get in the ball! There we go. That's the first Pokemon of Battle Square gone. Saying I lost? You saying I like dudes? Right then, I like your style. Here's a useful tip. If Pokemon goes into hyper mode, its attacks are more likely to become crits. What a surprise, eh?
Are you trainers here have those strange Pokemon? I'm sure of it now. This town's hiding a big secret.
And with that, I'm going to immediately go deposit Noctowl in the box. Haha, boy kisser. Oh, trust me, we're only scratching the surface here. Interesting point of note I just remembered. If you look at your start menu here. Actually, if you look here, this is the only place you're able to save your game. I'm gonna do that now. You know, just to be on the safe side. There we go. As of course, your main menu for some reason doesn't have the save function. I don't get it either. Anyways, let's carry on. Resident Evil. I mean, it would be Resident Evil if you had limited saves.
Oh, you like sticking around for a demonstration of my Pokemon's moves? Good, I like your attitude. Feast your eyes on these.
What, these? Oh. Oh look, it's the only Shadow Pokemon which Infinity Certain is a repeating Gale of Darkness. Behold. It doesn't get Fire Punch, but it's Faffy. Faffy is here. And you know what that means? We're not going to use it because, I mean, I'm fairly certain everybody uses Faffy in their playthrough of this game, right? That's how it feels, anyway. So I just love the little stubby legs on the bottom of the Shroomish. It just really is just they put two circles on the bottom of the design and just call it a day. Oh yeah, it's just two circles. Just casually just moving it at light speed in order to propel it forward into your face. Being just to stay so jarring to see you can save everything when dropped to zero. It's only a direct. Oh, that's right. I think you mentioned that you could only save at a phone booth, right? Because that would probably explain why it has an S symbol. Congratulations, you're playing yourself. So that's, yes, icons above. Yeah, that seems like a bit of an oversight if you ask me. I think we should be able to catch this one, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, I think if we're going to be doing the exploits, I'm probably not going to do it with the Master Ball if we get it. Just You're just gonna see me sitting here throwing out Ultra Balls like it's nobody's business. That's how it always goes. Easy victory. There we go. Floofer obtained.
You outperformed me.
Go, Dio, go, go.
You're surprisingly good. I think you deserve to know a little secret about a certain Pokemon move. The move Shadow Rush inflicts damage on any type of Pokemon without being affected by their types. The amount of damage is embedded with the target Pokemon's type, so it's very easy to use.
The only instance where I can see it being useful to just spend a night at the hotel. I'm gonna be prepared to spend a whole bunch of nights in this establishment. Told you, get a good rest. The next time you need to stay, make sure it's right here at the Byrite Super Grand Hotel again. I hate to imagine what the mattresses here must be like. I would say they're full of cockroaches, but I'm fairly certain they're also a Pokemon. I mean, I'm fairly certain in the Pokemon world having cockroaches in your bed has a very different meaning, given Pheromosa exists.
If you try talking to anyone in Pokemon Square, there's only one answer.
Leba. Out here in a red jumpsuit. I think I know which type of Pokemon this is going to be, eh? I think I already have a feeling as to which the Shadow Pokemon is. Are you starting to see a pattern here? It's Skiploom. I always was kind of fond of Skiploom. It just seems so... just the entire Jumpluff line in general. Just love the look on their face. It just... zero thoughts behind that behind those eyes. Actually, that's a very good question now that I think about it. Do you reckon we're actually ever going to see the Ultra Beasts appear in a game again, or is it just something that's going to be... is it just the case that they're going to be locked to Pokemon Bank for the rest of time until, the inevitable Sun and Moon remakes come out in, like... I don't know. Would you say 5 years? 10 years? Could be anyone's guess. Just get some more on Gen 8 DLC. I mean, I don't doubt it. Okay, so at the very least, you can get them on the Switch, which I'm guessing is enough for some people. Given that, of course, Pokemon Bank, after so long in service, is now just going out of service, meaning that we're no longer going to be able to transfer Pokemon from this game all the way up into current games. I mean, I guess they'll just work their way around it by just saying, oh, you can just Actually, that's a very good question, actually. Can you transfer Pokemon from Gale of Darkness into Pokemon Home? I haven't heard anybody say you can. I think it's just with Fire Red and Leaf Green at the moment. Because I imagine if you could transfer Pokemon over from Gale of Darkness, I can see a lot of people just saying, well, there's no problem. Don't think so? Well, that is a problem. This is like, you got all these Pokemon with unique moves, which are designed to be transferred over to the GBA games in order to do breeding and whatnot, and then you can't do that. Just transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Home. I mean, I'm thankful at the very least that... oh, what are you... is this sleep powder? Oh, it's Connoisseur. I was thankful enough at the very least a long time ago to transfer up my very first Blaziken and Raichu and Latias from my very first save file of Pokemon Sapphire. I mean, not all the Pokemon I had from my first save file survived, obviously, but in my mind it was just the important ones. Like, I think Flygon was another one which I had back in the day. I remember wanting to make an old Dragon team, but not knowing how to get Kingdra. Though, to be fair, it was mostly just comprised of Rayquaza and Latias. My original Gen 4... Nice. I don't think I have my original Gen 4 Dialga, though. It's like I don't really remember what happened to all the Pokemon in the set. I mean, I still have a fair few Pokemon I'm fairly certain just locked away Soul Stuff which I transferred up recently. I'm gonna have to check again. It's been a long time since I looked back at all these old games. Part of me thinks at some point I should have a proper webcam. You know, not to show my face, but more just to show the actual contents of those games, because obviously I don't have a capture card for a 3DS.
You got the edge to battle me again, as always. I'll always be here for you, honey.
Also, yeah, that is definitely an outfit.
You're quite the honey. Why don't you lose that wallflower with you and be my sweetie? But wait a second, who are you to call me a wallflower? What makes me a wallflower? Look at her, she's all serious, uncool. I'm only teasing out of boredom. A guy like him, he's not my taste. That's it, I'm furious now. Instead, be a man. Stomp her down. Stomp? Who, me? Now that's a laugh. Come on then, I'll go easy on you.
I still have Citra. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to figure out how that works on RetroArch, though. I mean, I'm not a wallflower at bench 205. Well, we'll see, though. We'll see, because I'm not sure if it's canonical. Oh, this one only has, poison types. Okay. I guess we're doing this, just casually nuking Gulpin off the face of the earth. There goes Colin. I'm gonna keep making that joke whenever we see Gulpin. All Gulpins are called Colin now. I despise the ravenous. I mean, it is kind of weird that you do, Val, all things considered. Just, I would have thought that you'd be a big fan of Gulpin and Swallowets. Anyways, I'm just gonna nuke another Zubat off the face of the earth. I think this is my first indication of realizing, oh wait, Zubat doesn't actually have eyes. Just has a big, cavernous mouth. Aww. There you go. Emok.
You got all serious. What kind of a man battles a frail girl like me without seizing up? You're not gonna win the hearts of girls that way.
I have no interest in women. He says he just runs off to the police station. The police! A woman tried to hit on me! I'm not sure if this works, to be honest. I'm trying it out nonetheless. Trying out as to whether or not you can still deposit Pokemon in the PC to restore their health. Just tuned in because Vel was telling me how Gulpin and I missed my favorite. I thought your favorite Pokemon was Noibat. I'm only interested in myself. I'm only interested in my inner strength, self-improvement, getting stronger. It's like everybody talks about being bisexual, but nobody talks about being mysexual. Of course it's Calyrex. You and your overpowered horse Pokemon. You know, the overpowered horse Pokemon which completely overshadow Mewtwo. You know, think about that. Just a random horsey boy and his rider just completely overshadowing Mewtwo of all Pokemon. Once away. Anyways, let's have a look, see. Yep, fully healed, and I didn't have to spend money. Oh, we're going lore-wise. Just saying, oh, actually, this Pokemon is super powerful because it's lore-based. Because of lore. What are you, Felicify? Anyways, let's talk to this. Oh, you want to battle me? Well, sure thing. Battling fans are always welcome. Cinderace would also love Lopunny. I mean, I would like Cinderace more, but I just don't like the little headpiece it has. I think it's just I think it just kind of takes away from the design for me a little bit. Like if it had like it was at the very least less pronounced and the ears were more pronounced as a result, then I'd like it a little bit more. And there it is, arguably the best Pokemon in the game, good old Quag. He's quagging. It's quagging time. This isn't Chronicles Central City, Noivern. I don't know what you're talking about. I will suplex you. Do it. You know, give him what, 5? Yeah, even though that useless slam attack, Quag is still a force to be reckoned with, huh? Looks like I can fight. You know, this reminds me of that one meme that I saw recently. Just the solution to the trolley problem. It is just and it's just Sabin's coming to suplex the trolley. It's great. It's like, why didn't anybody think of that before? You know, just suplex all our problems away. That'll do it. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna bring Bayleaf in here, mostly just to soak up some hits. But Tish. I can fly to him like Goku was just a... I see. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's catch Quag. Let's finally catch ourselves a Quag. I mean, I mostly say it's the best, mostly just because of the moves it gets. Because I'm fairly certain it gets Surf as a starting move, and then it can learn Earthquake. So it's like, you already got two mighty powerful spread moves. What else do you really need? I mean, I'm guessing technically Feraligatr can also get those, but why would you get Feraligatr when you can more easily get them off of Quag? It just means that you can use the Earthquake. At least I'm fairly certain you can still get an Earthquake TM in this game. Maybe relegated to far in the late game. Or the post game even. No. It's like the post game for Gale of Darkness. It's like you go for the hardest battles in the game, you know, basically just borderline unfair VGC tier battles. Against some of the toughest trainer combinations in the game. And your reward for beating the hardest trainer is Dragon Claw. It just seems so counterintuitive, doesn't it? Anyways, I'm gonna go heal up again and we'll try again against Misdreavus. We got Quag at the very least, so we should be fine. You know, the solution to all our problems, our Lord and Savior, the Quag. Should be thinking more about, Actually, I do have a little bit of an idea. Because so far, if we take Fluff out, I would go so far as to say this team seems relatively balanced, except against bugs. But then again, most bug types are also flying types. So it's like, pick your poison, I guess. I'm not sure if I want to keep Quag on the team, mostly just because of how good it is. Like, we're here to have a challenge and have a team which is absolutely, trash. You know? Anyways, let's go against this one again. We're gonna go up against this guy and then die again. I'm also wondering, actually, when do you reckon would be a good, stopping point for this stream? Because, I know that Pyrite Town still goes on for a bit, with arguably what I consider to be the low point of the game. I'm not sure if we want to save that for this evening, or just save it for, the next time. I'm good either way. I'm just, open to suggestions and what you feel about the matter. I mean, I would put out a poll, but it would likely result in another draw. Happy whenever sleeping. That's fair. It is getting a little... Sun's getting real low. Damn! Okay, so I guess Misdreavus still packs a punch. I didn't go and heal Quag. This presents a problem. But whatever, Bayleaf can soak up some hits. I have faith in you, Bayleaf. Just hold on out whilst Umbreon, Okay, so we only need 2 of those. Seems like the shoe is on the other foot, eh? It's crazy to think this guy just had normal types the whole time and just a singular ghost type. Ooh, we get Synthesis, nice. Yeah, I'm thinking for Bayleaf, I want to make it into a bit of a sunsetter. You know, just Synthesis, Solar Beam. You know, basically go for the basically make it some emulative of Mega Meganium. You know, maybe another grass type move whilst the sun is not up. I definitely think Sunny Day is going to be a good choice though, if we can get it. To be Bayleaf is suffering. Okay, we should be good. Oh no, he's tickling me! He's tickling me! The cruelest move of all. Alright, let's try this again. Yes, it is him. It's the tickler. He's back with a vengeance. Alright. Should be in with... Okay, so Mr. This is still going to be a problem child. At the very least, we got it down low real quick, so we don't have to waste as many Great Balls. So yeah, that Shadow Ball still packs a punch. I'm guessing it's more just sort of because Mr. This is more of a mid-game thing, because obviously it doesn't evolve in this game. I do definitely want to use Mischievous, though, so... I'm glad at the very least this one also seems to be quite powerful. Let's try again. Catch! Okay. 1, 2, 3... Ring the bell. And there we go. Got Mischievous, our next team member. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about how I want to set up the team, though, because it's like, I want to keep... Okay, I think I have it sorted. Unfortunately, I don't think Quag is part of the equation, because I want to keep Espeon, I want to keep Umbreon, I want to keep Bayleaf, I want to keep, Makuhita, and I want to keep Mischievous, so... I guess for the time being, we'll just cycle out our 6th member. Well, it was easy for you. Losing like that snapped me out of my hyper state. Did you know?
Did you know?
If a Pokemon goes into hyper mode, call its name and its heads will snap back into reality. There goes gravity. Once again, just marching back towards the police station. Oh, so that explains it had a spell tag. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do the trick. I imagine that I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time off stream just trying to lower the heart gauge on a lot of these Pokemons. Also, kind of find it funky that it really is just like Final Fantasy VII, where it's like the entire game is in like 30 FPS, except for the menus which are in 60. As if this really is Final Fantasy VII. Pretty fun, yeah. Let's have a look. See. So, okay, so more veering towards attacks. Pretty low special defense. So I'm wondering if that's like a naughty nature. That's probably brave. Let's see, Mischievous. Yeah, that's some relatively high stats compared to everything else. So let's see. Relatively even on this. I can imagine a calm mind setup that would be pretty tough. But then again, ghost type, so... I mean, it has Shadow Ball, so it's basically all it needs for the time being. And then Bayleaf. Bayleaf is just Bayleaf. Yeah, more on the defensive side. Probably something like Sassy, or... Actually, given how balanced it is, I'm guessing it's more of a neutral nature. We'll see soon. We'll see soon enough. Let's carry on. I'm led to assume that for most of this game, the intention is to still have Espeon and Umbreon as your lead, and then just switch in the Shadow Pokemon as needed, but mostly keep them in the back.
Battle, so much fun. Pokemon battles for everyone. Battles bring me so much joy. Let's get started, little boy.
I'm older than you. Oh, that is definitely a name pulled out of the Scrabble bag. And, oh. I have a feeling I know what his Shadow Pokemon... He has an Azurill. Really? Alright, whatever. Whatever, just... Wheel out the next contestant. I'm gonna slap that guy. Yeah, I mean, obviously he'd have Slugma. I'm sure you're all gonna make the joke in chat already. Yep, there it is. It's like everybody saw this coming from Pluto. Slugma just pops up in the field. Damn it, this happens every time. This happens every time I go to... That's how I imagine Slugma sound. This pack a bit of a punch bow, not gonna lie. Unlike Azurill. That basically did no damage. Alright, let's send in Misdreavus real quick. I want to see if my theories on Misdreavus prove true. Well, not in this fight, but we'll see as we go on. Boy. I probably should have just used bites on Slugma, but whatever. There's Misdreavus. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, this... Why is he only using babies? What is wrong with you, sir? Sending babies to war like this. Why do they always send the poor? Alright, hyper mode already, I guess. We're doing this. Oh no. Well, that's our first Shadow Pokemon death. I mean, we do have the opportunity to fight a lot of them again at some point, but it still sucks. Unfortunately for you, Igglybuff, I've been using special moves this whole time. And now your charms don't even matter because I have crits. Look at that. Absolutely demolishing this baby. As the signal cut out on it, I suppose. Whatever that fading animation was supposed to symbolize. It also is quite funny just seeing Swablu's more high-definition model compared to Igglybuff. I mean, Igglybuff is probably a bad example because it's literally a circle, but I'm sure I think you know what I mean. The Gen 3 Pokemon obviously have higher fidelity models than the Gen 1 and 2 ones. As you can see with Swablu here. It's spherical! Spherical! Hope you like my show, but now it's time. Yeah, go. Obviously, we're gonna have to fight you again, but gotta have fun. Until next week, farewell. Well, next week is about to be in a few seconds, so don't hold your breath. And lo and behold, there was a Pokemon Center in here as well. More specifically, a healing station. Right here next to these busted up oil drums. You're gonna wonder what was supposed to be in these and whether it's safe to just have them all lying around in here.
Didn't even get in time to make the registration. I heard rumors that if you win the challenge, you get an awesome Pokemon like that Kale did. Now, sure, what am I saying? You have to keep that a secret. Pretend you never heard me, okay? Stan, wasn't Kale that guy that was hanging around the town's entrance? We should ask him. He might know something. Register for entry? Sorry, but the current challenge is already underway. Please wait for the next challenge. I can't have anything in this game. Do it yourself, said the Pokemon Center staff. I choked and literally slipped out of my grasp in last knockout challenge, and it's not just once either. Why, it's you, Bexay. We found the biblically accurate version. Last time, two and before, the time before that, if it wasn't a guy I could try, you know what to do. I'll ask Pirate's mother. I'll ask her when I can finally win that challenge. But look at those arms. Those biceps are thicker than my head. Literally. Cuter than that. I don't remember if there's other bodybuilder type characters in this game. I know they're wearing Gale of Darkness. We'll see though. Okay, we're all healed up. Let's try this again, shall we? Hopefully this time we won't choke and do another crit. That would be horrible. And who knows, maybe someday Espeon will finally be able to get some experience. That would be nice also. So happy when the Legends of DLC 11 to beat the protagonist at all. I still haven't played the Legends of DLC, honestly. I mean, I haven't played it all boarded for that matter. Just figured that, from what I could see, it didn't really look worth the money. It just looks like you were paying $30 for a massive grind fest. Not worth it. Yeah, that's yeah, I think I'm perfectly content to just stick with the base game in that case. It's more Pokemon, more rate. Yeah, so I've heard. I've heard at least Rayquaza gets a cool new battle theme at least, so that's pretty neat. I should probably check the instruction manual for Logo Rayquaza again, because I'm not certain if there was anything from Legends in there. It was mostly just stuff from Oras, because obviously it's an Oras themed set, because it's got Zinnia in it. New legendary well, I guess that's one thing you can. It's just like Pokemon. The games might be bad. The games might be bad, and the music is always stellar. Umbreon, what did I tell you? Oh, I was about to say you fumbled it again, and then it turned out. Oh wait, you just left it at one singular hit point. Well then, in that case, we'll just get to catching then. Watch it use Shadow Rush this turn. Watch it use Shadow Rush! It's like, come on, do it. Go ahead. Make my day. Come on, do it now. Come on. Come on, do it. I'm here. It's like any excuse to do the funny Arnold voice. I'll happily take it. There we go. Now, kill me now! No! No! Well, that Slugma just, once again, just like in every other Pokemon playthrough in the history of man, just banished to the PC. That's another Pokemon I feel I have to use at some point, just Slugma / Macargo. I mean, I say because I know it's like the most phenomenally bad Pokemon in the series. Just, you know, super slow, middling stats, 2-4 times weaknesses, 2 very common attacking types. It's just a very bad type of it. Sort of. I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine for like a casual playthrough, but again, to use Macargo is to suffer. Get to the top of that! I mean, I say, but I don't know, with the way I tend to do the Arnold voice, I feel it's a little bit too jovial. Like, it's less so Predator, Terminator Arnold, and more so, Jingle All the Way Arnold.
If that makes any sense. You know, maybe a bit of Conan as well. Well, I'm glad you find it funny at the very least. Okay, there we go. And that's all the shadow Pokemon except for Furrets. Speaking of which, we should probably go get Furrets. Yeah, I've had enough of you and your freaky face already. No, we haven't got to that point yet. We haven't got to that point yet. No. Oh, that's scary. Look, take a look down there. It feels like it's gonna suck you right in. This crevasse runs deep underground. You can't even see the bottom from here. You see pirates in an old mining town. It's like you stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back at you. I'm guessing under there is just a Cerberus-class spider droid that's gonna absolutely tear my face out. Again. Knowing my luck. Amazing name. Yeah, that is a pretty funny name, all things considered. Okay, let's go see Kale. It's like he's the only NPC here that gets a proper name, so you know he's important. Let's go see what the deal with him is. Okay, I think we're all set. You there! Eh, what's that? You wanna know if I have weird Pokemon? You won't know that much. You may as well see it with your own eyes! Yep, there he is, in his, green and orange jumpsuit. I just realized, this is like the prototype of the expansions. Oh, he has a Ralts. If only Ralts with some Shadow Pokemon here, then I'd be laughing, but, unfortunately, no. Cue the music. That song really is just a massive earworm, isn't it? Probably gonna have to find a GIF of this long boy for when I eventually do play Black or White. Specifically for when we get to this point, when we get to that point. Love that meme? Yeah, and I also love the fact that they also did it for Chillet and Power World. It's like it was meant to be. I also just love C-Dot's animation. It's just so jovial, just bouncing up and down like that. Yeah, let's just bite him. Oh, and a Shadow Pokemon who's a support? No, this can't be. Why would you do for such a thing? Especially when your partner just got one shot by a crit. Like, again, you can really tell the sort of differences in graphical. Like, look at Machop here. Look at him. I want you to look at it. I do find it. I do quite like how just Furret constantly slivers across the ground like that. It's so fun to watch. Look at him go. It's like he's being propelled along by strings. That's not Machop. That's Machopped. I mean, he's. Oh. I was about to say, I think he survived that hit, but he didn't. I think I'm in the position to want to switch. Jeez. Yeah, I think I'm in the position to want to swap out Espeon, actually. Let's go Bayleaf again. In the meantime, you know what? Let's just use one of these. We may as well. I mean, it's a fairly, he's in decent catching range in terms of health, so it's like, eh. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, then. Easy as. My Shadow Pokemon!
bad, that was it. That line, Mirror B. You came with that fancy sounding name, Shadow Pokemon. There was no big deal. You guys be careful too. Don't be played for a sucker. That's all they'll give you if you went to the Coliseum. Shadow Pokemon? That's what it's called. A Shadow Pokemon. That Pokemon with a black aura.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom. Elspinose used to be so good, and now we have champions. Yep, developed by Ilka, our favorite developers in the Pokemon world. I trust things are going according to plan, Mirror B. Look at that, like, Roman architecture in the background of that shot. It's just like, I wonder where it could possibly be. Oh yes, indeed, Master Naskur. Our plan is coming along in a lovely peachy keen way. We've already broken Doom King's spirit. We can do as we please at the Coliseum without his meddling. We've been giving away Shadow Pokemon on the slide of the challenge winners for Gavin data. Good. The others also appear to be doing their parts to implement our plan. Our Shadow Pokemon plan is falling into place quickly. The final phase is not far off. This is perking up my spirit and body. Oh, I feel like dancing. Save your dancing until our plan succeeds. I'm off. Yo, okay then. I shall make my return to the cave where my darling Pokemon await my return. Let the music play! It looks like the Coliseum has a secret. I guess there's no choice but to take part in a ballot challenge there. Yep, and, what do you reckon? Should we carry on for a little bit to the Coliseum challenge, or do you think we should, leave it here for now? I'm open to either one. But, thinking of champions, man, just haven't really, signed into it all. By God, we're doomed! Someone has trouble. Help me! Gordon! The Jeeps inside, Silver came and... What does the audience think? I'm not sure. Oh my God. He's dead! Although that Silver's gone too far this time. He ripped out and ripped off one of the gears. Coliseum's gonna be without power. Chief, are you alright? Yeah, the only thing that's bruised is my pride. It was only Silver, so I wasn't expecting any trouble. Oh, but isn't Silver Duking's trusted lieutenant? What's his motive for doing this? Find out next time, same bat time, same bat channel. Well, that's what I want to know. We was worried about how the Coliseum could just shut down or something. Sorry to worry you, younglings. Thanks, I'll be fine now, but I need to ask for a favor. Will you hear me out? Coliseum loses power, the whole town suffers. I need you to find that gear Silver ran off with. I'm counting on you, younglings. Well, don't get yourself to the test chamber. Now I'll shove the sample up your and stop puffing with the microwave. My magnificent microwave casserole. So many funny videos about that microwave casserole. This way, Freeman. Right here. And then Freeman just explodes the casserole. Need to find that animation. I mean, I'm fairly certain there's a couple. I'm fairly certain the casserole was also in Gorgeous Freeman as well. Anyways, I know where the gear is. I already know where the gear is. So, not to waste any time. Shing, shing. Some guy came wandering by a while back. He threw out some trash and then took off. What does this place look like? There's no garbage truck, that's for sure. Yep, it's been a mighty long time. I can't write. Okay. Just about. Okay, clean up the site. What do you have to say? I've been working hard. Let me tell you, okay, hard to imagine you'll come back to visit. Oh, look at this shiny new gear. Gear for the windmill. Obtained the gear. And somehow shoved it into our hammer space, and we can just run around just fine. Why do we have to drink all this ridiculous instant coffee? I can't help but imagine that nowadays Black Mesa would just have a Starbucks in it, wouldn't it? You know, so it's like, in between researching Zen crystals, you can just go and have your pumpkin spice latte. As is you want. terribly sorry, Chief. You sure you're okay? Hey, I'm fine. There's no need for all the worrying. Good. That's good. But Silver, this is an outrage. No, I reckon he agonized over this and did it because he thought it right. Can't blame the man for that. Enough of that, Dukin. Instead, I think you should look over there. What, you people? Yeah, I reckon you might be saying thanks, Duking. That's the gear. You found it for us? What amazing luck. Oh, I just realized, I remember the voice I had for Duking back when I did Gale of Darkness. It was a while back. You found it for us. What amazing luck. I'll ask you to excuse me for my behavior earlier. You seem to be people who are worthy of trust. You have more sincere thanks. Of course, the buff guy's after the gear. Alright, let's just slide that gear snugly back in there again where it belongs. One of the gears, the gear is missing. Hold on, standing by, let it roll. Oh, for the long gears and cranking gears, oh yeah! And there he goes. It's over. This is the way it ought to be. Things are fine now. So wait, do you really need to be here if you're, if this whole thing's like automated? I'm guessing it's just to grease the wheels when needed. He's a bad parasite. Only someone stunned that pest. I can tell you're a man of courage and honor. I have a favor to ask. You hear me yet? I mean, sure, I guess, since we're here. I'm grateful. Warn you into the next Colosseum battle. I need you to win the knockout challenge and find out what's going on there. I would tell everyone at glance you're an ordinary trainer. Now you can win. Sorry, but help me. Grateful. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, I think it may just be because of the stupid hat Duking has in Gale of Darkness, I just gave him tried to give him more of a Saxton Hale voice.
Thank you. The power should be restored to the Colosseum now.
But that's the thing, right? Because I keep thinking it's getting late, but it isn't really. Because obviously I took the week off to help with building the shed, so I guess we can keep going, at least for a little bit. Restored Pokemon to full health. Alright, time to enter the battle.
Power's turned back on. I'll be happy to accept registration for the next challenge.
Let me just save up real quick first. Might have to tune out soon with how tired I am. Okay. That's fair, that's fair. We made some decent progress at the very least, so I think we'll just do the Colosseum battle. And actually, now that I think about it, this seems like a good sort of cliffhanger, doesn't it? Because I know that the next portion after the Colosseum fight is going to take a little bit, going through the Pyrite building and the caves, my least favorite part of the game. So I think we'll just save that for next time. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you next time where hopefully all these Pokemon are going to have their heart gauges dropped. But we'll see. Damn, Makuhita is already on his way over there. Alright. I'll let you go on now. Thank you all for tuning in and for your subscriptions and whatnot. And let's hopefully have a good time next time. I just realized that Quag has damp. Already is like completely useless. Anyways, take care. Bye for now.